So this bird can literally kill you. Yep, you heard me right. A bird, they can kill you. And this is how. Hi everyone, my name is Flora. I'm a French traveler and photographer. And this channel is all about travel and photography. Really? I thought it would be about cooking. Here I talk about things related to travel and photography, like differences between countries, culture shocks, nature and wildlife, how to learn photography, and I'll be doing cinematic travel videos as well. So because this is my first ever video on YouTube, what you can do to support me is maybe press that like button and even subscribe if you're interested in those two topics. Today I want to talk about 20 facts that you didn't know about Australia. And because I'm not a big fan of endless intros, and I'm pretty sure you do too, let's just jump right into it. So number 1, Australia has the longest fence in the world, which is roughly 5,600 kilometers long. It was built in the late 19th century to keep dingoes out of the southeast part of the country to preserve the fertile lands, but also to protect sheep from Queensland. Number 2, Australia has the biggest sand island in the world, the amazing Fraser Island. It's 123 kilometers long and is entirely made of sand. There's no road except a tiny part around the hotel, but that's pretty much it. So you need a 4-wheel drive to visit the island. Number 3, right behind New Zealand, it is the second country in the world that gave vote to women in the early 1900s, except for the Aboriginal people that had to wait until 1967 to be able to vote. Number 4, if you visit one beach per day in Australia, you will need 27 years of your life to visit all 10,000 and plus beaches of Australia. Yeah, that's a long time. Number 5, kangaroos and emus can't walk backward. That's the reason why they've been chosen to be on the national coat of arms, because they represent progress. That's pretty amazing, right? Number 6, male platypuses are poisonous, and they can actually kill a small dog and maybe even hurt a human. And for those of you who don't know what is a platypus, well, it's this. It's probably one of the weirdest animals in the world. It has a duck beak, otter legs, and a beaver tail. I know. Strange. They're pretty hard to see in the wild, but I had the chance to see one for about an hour. He was feeding, and it was in the northeast of Australia. That was such an amazing moment. Number 7, Australia has the longest barrier reef in the world, which is also the biggest living organism in the world. It is 2,300 kilometers long and can actually be seen from space, which is pretty insane when you think about it. Number 8, Australians shorten words a lot. It's the pretty cool Australian slang. For example, they would say Barbie for barbecue, Arvo for afternoon, servo, service station, Bricky, breakfast, and even OCs, Australians. Number 9, Australia has more sheep and kangaroos than humans. So there are 75 million sheep and 45 million kangaroos for only 25 million people. Number 10, you might think Africa has the biggest colony in the world, right? But it is actually Australia. They were imported from Africa and the Middle East during the 19th century, and today we estimate the number to be more than 1 million. Australia also exports some to Saudi Arabia. Unexpected, I know. Number 11, you might think Sydney or Melbourne is the capital of Australia because, you know, they're the biggest and most known cities of the country. But it is actually Canberra, which is far smaller and less known. It's been chosen as a compromise between the two and is situated roughly midway between them. Number 12, Australia has the longest golf course in the world, the Uluru Links. Situated in the Uluru Plain in the southwest of the country, it is 1,365 kilometers long. The average distance between the 18 holes of the course is about 66 kilometers, except 2 holes that are actually 200 kilometers apart. So if you're a golf lover, maybe you should consider going to this part of Australia to give it a try. Number 13, in 2022, 85% of Australians live less than 50 kilometers from the coast. And the population density is 3.37% per square kilometer. As a comparison, here in France, it's something like 119.4% per square kilometer. And the US is something like 34%. Number 14, Australian Alps receive more snowfalls than Switzerland. Wait, there's snow in Australia? Well, yeah. Unlike what most people think, Australia isn't just a red, hot, flat land. They are mountains and actually they receive quite a lot of snow. And the reason why they get more snow than Switzerland is because they're near the coast, where there's more precipitations, while Switzerland is a landlocked country far from the sea. So if you're planning to go to Australia, now you know that you can only go surfing but also skiing. Number 15, in Australia, you can encounter the most dangerous bird in the world, the cassowary. It's a prehistoric bird that can only be found in the northeastern part of Australia, Papua New Guinea and South Indonesia. So this bird can literally kill you. Yup, you heard me right. A bird that can kill you. And this is how. So basically it has a 7 to 12 centimeters long sharp claw on each leg. And if you provoke it, it will kick you. If it does, well, let me tell you, the chances of surviving are pretty little. Though I'm reassuring you, it rarely happens. Number 16, Uluru, you know, the big red rock in the middle of Australia. Or as you may know it, Ayers Rock. And the Kata Tjutas, or Mount Olgas, which are 30 kilometers apart from each other, are actually connected underground. They're only the two tips of a huge rock that continues underground for up to 6 kilometers. Number 17, Australia has 20 of the 25 most venomous snakes in the world, including the top 11 being Australians. So to name a few, there's the copperhead, the tiger snake, coastal taipan, the eastern brown snake, and the most dangerous snake in the entire world, the inland taipan. But do not let this restrain you from going to visit this amazing country, because there are so many more beautiful, cute and safe animals to see as well. So I will actually be making a video about this topic because I think there are too many people who want to go to Australia but they won't because they're too afraid of snakes, spiders and other deadly animals. So I will be putting it here somewhere when it's done and feel free to check it out. Number 18, koalas sound like a pig. Yeah, I know, it's funny, unexpected, but it's the truth. I think we can all agree to say that koalas are one of the cutest animals in the world, but their noise is way less cute. I'll let you judge by yourself. Number 19, Australian banknotes are made of plastic and are waterproof. So therefore they can be ripped and are resistant to humidity. I actually have a little anecdote to the waterproof side of the thing. So one day I was snorkeling in Berry Spring in Northern Territory and I dived pretty deep, to the bottom, to touch the bottom, because I love doing that. Don't ask me. And I actually found an intact $5 note, which was pretty surprising for me because, I'm French and our European notes would be dead if they had stayed such a long time in water. And finally, last but not least, I kept this one for the final fact because it's pretty funny and pretty strange. Number 20, wombats poop have a cube shape. So I'll just leave you with that. I'm just kidding. So if you found that strange, yes, you can find that strange. That's pretty weird. They're the only animals in the world that can do that. And if you're wondering how, well, it all has to do with their intestines. Here you go, guys, for the 20 facts you didn't know about Australia. Did you actually know some of them? And which one surprised you the most? Please let me know in the comments, I'd be curious to know. If you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe and click on that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. See you next time, salut!